I got bored, so I decided to do a stream. Wanted something fun and goofy, and this is exactly that. Whee! Also, I also love Boo Booba. I swear I never click so fast on a notification. Okay, I gotta go re-clear this area because I did it last time, and then I died.
Aim where? Nice job, everyone.
How you doing, Jimmy? Hope you're well. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm just kind of chilling. I was going to chill and vibe today, and I was gonna not stream, and I was just gonna be chill. And then the event that I was going to, kind of ended up kind of dead tonight. Boy. So I just said fuck it and got off of VR and hopped in here. It looks like a lot of the people, because it was my first time going, but a lot of the people ended up not getting on, I guess. Wait a minute.
Take him down.
That kind of sucks. I mean, it's what it is. It's just like out of random, you know, like just not a very active day. I have a feeling these are that guy's dudes. Maxim's claim. Oh. I think this is the place I was at before. Where they basically told me to go fuck myself. Who's Maxim? Is Maxim the guy from before? I feel like Maxim is the guy from before. Hey Socks, how are you? I'm good, Fern. Yeah, why are we fighting? Anyways. Them guys being bitches. Maxim Vidaro? Is this Maxim Vidaro's place? We should go back into the town. It's kind of like doing less little bit of exploring because I think I'm done with this area. But yeah. Oh. Delete accumulation. Um. One second, guys. I'm talking to someone. Bow emote loading. Her emotes are called bow emotes. That's fun. Okay. This sounds useful. Maybe have that. I use charge too much to not upgrade it. I gotta.
Prices seem a bit steep. Your soul knows what it wants. They do such lovely work here, don't they?
Hang on. I know you from Solace, right?
I'm afraid I don't know who you are. Just as you don't know who I am.
You're Blessed A Man. I remember you. I got you.
So, we understand each other then. I never thought the world of animancy could be so varied and fascinating. I can make use of so much of this equipment.
Right. Yes, it's neat.
As am I. If only my people shared such views too. Can you imagine? If you see anyone else from Sole's Keep, just do me a favor and don't tell them you saw me.
Why not? Actually, yeah, why not?
It's not worth talking about, really. Some of my fellow wardens might misunderstand.
But we still don't even know why you're here.
You know what I mean. And Marius, it was good to see you. May you find all you're looking for and more. I was never here. You understand?
Wake up your soul with a morning Cristo. Get to sleep with a night rest.
Oh, right. Let me go turn in these bounties.
Welcome back. You are here to...
Yes. All of them.
I see. And
750.
the other bounty hunters did not fare so well. I am glad at least to know of their fate.
Brandon's
Good.
750,
Outlaws living
second
off the
ring.
hard work of others deserve nothing less.
Builderino. Builderino.
From the depths of my soul, I thank you. May their poor souls find peace in their rest.
Tell him game.
If only we could find a way to coexist with them. But I suppose it is in their nature to oppose innovation. Huh? Nature?
And old Luna.
Impressive. I wonder if my theory about her is correct.
I couldn't tell you.
Ah, of course. Forgive me, sometimes my enthusiasm carries me away. Perfetto! That's all of them!
Hera was hoping for a challenge.
Well, I do apologize for Emerald Stair not being exciting enough for you. At last, I can turn my attention to more important things. Oh, how I've missed my research. Oh, please take this. It's from my personal collection of essence-infused oddities. I have a feeling you will find it of more use than I would.
The Tree of Life. It's a shield. Ooh. Slowly regenerate up to 30% of your maximum health. Man. Good. Alright. People, 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 people. Hello.
I forgot how anti-intellectual and childish you can be.
As if I could forget your frigid detachment, Sinia.
You are a child. Yeah. You tour. Leave such things to those who deserve them.
What are you getting angry at?
We are not discussing anything that would benefit from an outsider's perspective.
On the contrary, a third-party perspective could give us a clarity we currently lack.
Well then, my colleague and I have both obtained the attentions of the same lover, despite obvious differences in quality.
There is no way this shrew could have won his heart without trickery. I say she should step aside.
This journal proves he's been stealing research from you.
What? Impossible.
But if I think back, I don't believe he ever finished a drink when we were together.
If this is true, I won't be satisfied with just breaking things off with the lying philanderer.
Well, I made friends.
You join
Well, I made them be
in a
friends.
reasonable attempt at revenge.
Of course. Let's make him suffer.
How would I get in there? Oh, right. Hey, Con! Where are you? Got something for you. Oh. Oh. That's fair. I do have enough to break down into Hydra. Um, you're gonna hate hearing this, but
Consider yourself a guest in my town.
the tree ate one of your people.
No one is denying that the Living Lands is a dangerous frontier. Take Fior Mesiverno. This city. Father laid the first stone. You saw for yourself what's happened to the Delamgan in recent years. We have always persisted, and nothing will change that. Nothing.
This isn't a fight you can win.
I know the Living Lands must seem wild and untamed to one so accustomed to the comforts of court. Some of us have the distinction to call this place home, sharp edges and all. We can outlast the wilderness. What a disgrace. Among other things, the Stilgarot persecute Animancers. They love nothing more than to unravel everything we've built here. Tell me, what's your interest in this matter?
I don't want them to exploit you.
You have a good mind for strategy. Thank the gods it's being used to our benefit. I'll be sure to have a word with Captain Asierno about our security. I appreciate the warning. If Moridirians were like you, maybe we wouldn't have to worry about the Stilgarot.
Yeah, about that.
The Stilgarot? Here? Well, well. Apparently nature is not the only foe in Emerald Stair. Worse, my rangers turned a blind eye to it. Satisfy my curiosity. Why am I hearing this from the Adiran envoy? Don't you and the Stilgarot share the same master?
As if the Empire. They do not.
I'm glad you recognize the difference. Thank you for the warning. At the moment, my forces are spread too thin to root out the camp. But we'll keep an eye on it.
And now we're to this one. Oh boy.
You what? It's been so long since I gave up hope. In his final days, he was fond of going out into the wilderness, and increasingly less fond of returning. Mother seemed to understand, but I never did.
You let go of his resentment.
That was an old grudge to nurse. At least he came to terms with it in the end. Maybe I'll visit him one day, when I find my courage. At least now I can. You could have left me wondering, but you didn't. Thank you, Godlike. From the bottom of my heart.
I love quests like that.
Welcome back. Care to take a look around?
Excuse me. Wow.
For an Adiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giada.
You have any idea what it took to get that high?
Nature is as stubborn as ever, I see. Fair enough.
Oh, I didn't
Here's
want money. I
payment
got
for
money.
your troubles. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first. Let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood. All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum. Chrysalis.
A spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites a war.
Hello? You still with me?
I think I felt that metaphysical quiver.
Strange. Shouldn't feel anything in the physical sense. Oh well, no matter. Let's go over your results. Your soul is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Quite beautiful, really. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold.
Can you tell who's god like I am?
Usually, all it takes is a mirror. Not my area of expertise, I'm afraid. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting.
Need to check it back to the source.
That would be closer to Giata's area of expertise. I'm sure she'd love to give you a look. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's theory of the Dream Scourge. Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land, diverted, like the flow of a river.
Well, it has to go somewhere.
Exactly. And if I know essence, it can't have gone too far. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
Yeah, I'll be honest. He lost me when he started talking about souls. What did I miss?
I hope you aren't afraid of lightning. Where there's animancy, there's bound to be lightning.
I have been told about
And you
Monto.
got his machine up and running. That's what I call progress. I helped Monto after his wife died. She was brilliant, and he took the loss hard.
Oh,
I'm going to miss him. Sounds like you've met with everyone. We're ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest?
it's older and stranger than we thought.
That's the fun part of metaphysics. Everything is strange, but nothing is new. Look at us. Barely even started. And already we're making progress.
Bitch, I don't know what about you, but I've been all the way around Emerald Stair.
And Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi.
What? What?
I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals. Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject. I'd call that a good day's work.
You really should tell me these things beforehand.
Sorry, I had a lot on my mind. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus. Think of it as a spiritual tuning fork, or a dowsing rod. It has many functions, some more obvious than others. Problem is, it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident.
I'm sure everything's fine.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face it.
Sorry. is down there.
Terrible mistake. The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
Huh.
That's where her parents died. I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
I have a feeling her parents are still down there.
Basement of an animancer I just met. Right, feels great.
But it's dark.
Something's not right here. Stay ready.
Haven from the blight. Who grows here?
How fitting that we know the god of cycles, doorways, mortality, and inevitability is Bareth, while the Valiants know the very same god as Serona. For nothing else, Bareth teaches us that duality exists in all things. There is life, death, death, and life. Embrace this duality and you are in growth. In the ruins of Glanfith, Bareth is depicted in the form of two semi-skeletal figures. One male, one female. Bunin and Q, and Anqi Bunin. Literally, life and death and life, in the Galfan tongue. Male and female, inside and outside, life and death. We often think of Bareth by imagining two sides of a coin, or the two endpoints on the journey. It is said that Bareth has the most petitioners of every god, and this likely true who amongst us has not prayed to the god, prayed for the cycle to hiccup. Who has not, in a moment of sadness, yelled at Bareth to make an exemption for all our fallen loved ones? Bareth may not rescue our loved ones, but it answers our prayers in its own divine way. Bareth is the god that makes life end in death, but it's also the god that makes death end in life. Bareth is Serona. Bunin Yankin, Anqi and Bunin. Whichever of the many names you prefer to use deserves our praise, for it has given us the promise of life's eternal freedom. Arthur Castil's will. To Shiata I leave my mother's amulet, the only piece of the Valian Republic I took from home. My one condition is that she wear it as a reminder that we all come from somewhere. May she find comfort in the chain that binds the present to the past. I leave her also the house, the laboratory, and our inventions, yes, all of them. With no conditions or expectations to weigh her down. Forgive us. Damn, that's rough. Cordelia says, Arthur insists that I write something down in case the worst should come to pass, but inheritance do I have to offer? What legacy do I leave? I took no possessions from the homeland. I own nothing but my ambition and my mistakes. To Giata I leave my unshakable answer. The determination to see her plans through to the bitter end, and the presence of mind to remember what is important. Let her have all my best qualities. Should the experiment fail, I won't need them anymore. I am. Give bearers pilgrimage. Cordelia is right, of course. We could refine the phantasmal focus for the rest of our lives, or we could put it to good use. So why do I have such doubts? Our plan has always been to tinker with the natural order, but nature is not so orderly in the living lands. If we poke too hard at nature, to say something else won't poke back at us. I feel like it's boss time. My friends, you spend too much time in the privacy of your lab. I know that words were exchanged and more than one ego was bruised after the incident at the workshop, but the damage is superficial. Our community is ready to welcome you back with open arms. For the moment, I am seeing to Giata's education, but I urge you to give her the attention she deserves. She is a promising young woman. in a difficult and influential time of her life. She needs the counsel of a family now more than ever. The device should not work, and yet it does. Therein lies the problem. Their theory and reality are in conflict, and to succeed without comprehension is worse than failure. I have learned nothing and can assume nothing about the limitations of this invention, which frightens me almost as much as Cordelia's insistence that we get going. All I know is the device has tapped into something. I believe it was the essence of the living lands. What if I'm wrong? Or what if it's... Have we transgressed so far into the unknowable that we are blind to the grave we have dug ourselves? I must make preparations for Giatta's future. Maxim Dadato. Arthur! Arthur! Do you have everything you need? After Cordelia's outburst at the workshop, the way she retreated into... They say she retreated into a private lab, which is perfectly fine, but I worry about you and little Chad. Let me know if you need anything, even if it's just talk. I understand your research has made some ambitious strides. Good for you both. When you're ready to surface again, we have a game of Hazard that's to finish. I'll keep the pieces warm. Maxim Vidal, Governor of Fiore Messy. I love the way the language in this world sounds. It is. Arthur has been quiet lately, so I know he's worried about the experiment. He thinks the island will object to our interference. As if such a thing were even possible. Clearly, our daughter is cut off from my side of the family. I can't wait to teach her everything we've learned. With any luck, Giatta will be as wild and audacious as the forces that play around her. Oh god, this is a lot. Cordelia, think of animancy as a lantern in the night. The weak flame sputters, offers a mere glimpse of the cold emptiness beyond. Just enough light to wander a few steps ahead, and then scamper back to the safety of home. The time has come for you to take your lantern deeper into the night. Even if you vanish into a place where none dare follow, imagine how much farther your daughter can go with you lighting her path. Heed our advice. When the phantasmal focus is ready, do not hesitate. Animancy is a mere lantern, but have invented a lighthouse. We suggest you use it. Your old friends. An eye in multicolored ink.
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty reborn. A life of peace.
Oh, her mother was...
Gods. We can leave now, right?
Yeah.
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
Pronunciations.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Gods. I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there?
Yes. Good gods, where else? Why am I supposed to be upset here? You might have warned me.
I didn't have the words. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing.
I would think they deserve proper care.
Quilici thought so too. Even Ignacy offered to lend a hand. But I forbade it. My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands. And it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
I've heard that story too many times. This land takes more than it gives.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened.
Until today, I went in there.
I'm on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
You want to use that thing as a weapon?
Don't worry. It's more durable than it looks. Kind of like me. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone.
Nope, I'm good.
And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
I'll send Kai back. No, I'll send Magnus.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Purification. I gotta get up my damn face. Yeah, we're not walking this time.
Don't mind.
Let's see. A few things about me. I enjoy long conversations and My favorite season is autumn. Apparently, I also snore, which annoys some people.
So do I. Glad it won't just be me now. We should pitch our tents on either side of Marius. The drone really helps him sleep.
Right, that's me. And the first rule of camp is never listen to Kai. He's a blessed Nimdude of the highest order.
If anyone needs their soul tinkered on, don't hesitate to ask. I'm rather good with souls.
I'll take your word for it.
Envoy? Hard to imagine what Giada's going through right now, with her parents and all that. I mean, I have no idea what actually happened there, but she lost her people. She'll need time to get past that. And she deserves it. Right, changing the subject. Pleasant dreams.
I wish you could have seen Emerald Stair in better times. Careful with that.
That's 3. It's definitely getting fired up now.
Let me think.
One.
I wish you could have seen Emerald Stair. Thank you again for letting me join you. An Animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown. Still, being an Animancer feels different without Fior Messiverno. For the first time, I don't have to prove myself to anyone.
Certainly not to me.
You can't know how much I appreciate that. At least now I have a place I can call my own.
Well, you're welcome to stay as long as you wish.
Good, because I have a lot of research to do. And this could take a while. Not to change the topic, but this little adventure of ours, will it be dangerous?
Yes. Likely. Does that make you uncomfortable?
Just making sure I know what I signed up for. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself, among other things. When you need me, I'll be ready. I hope so, anyway. If I must.
Okay.
I still can't believe it. Dorso was betraying her brothers-in-arms, all in the name of saving Emerald Stair. At least she got what was coming to her.
She did was unforgivable.
I agree. It's just sobering to think she got to the point where murdering her own felt right. How do you keep yourself on the right path, especially when there's so much at stake?
You have some lines you never ever cross.
Maybe. But I've seen better soldiers than Dorso cross lines you can't come back from.
What's that about?
I saw this in Rauatai's campaign in the Deadfire. You start out with purpose. You're fighting alongside your brothers and sisters, battling pirates and slavers, bringing civilization to a lawless, divided land. But then, you're breaking up villages, turning tribes against their rivals. It gets messy, fast.
That's war. I'm not gonna let my duties compromise me. I'll do that.
Easier said than done. Empires are hungry, Envoy, and they devour their own, too. Don't let your allegiances turn you into something you can't live with. If you get up in the night, don't wander too far.
I can't believe it. Ranger Dorso, a traitor to Fior Messiverno. Shame we had to kill her. But at least now she can't hurt anyone else. The damage is contained, more or less.
She was wrong. You know what? What would you have done?
Usually, my people send traitors into exile. Let nature sort them out. Exile in the living lands is not the worst fate a criminal can suffer, but it's close, and always deserved. Still, it's a shame. Dorso gave up on the dream of Fior Messiverno. Blamed Animancers for the problems we tried to solve. And I hate to see anyone lose hope. That's all for now. Let me know if there's anything else. You too. I once heard rumors about a cataclysm in the Deadfire. Something about the lost city of Ukaizo. Does that ring any bells?
The higher-ups with fancy hats were looking for it, but that was all above my rank.
But there was also talk of a broken machine. A device so large that it towered over the city.
Definitely sounds like the kind of thing the fancy hats would have been interested in. But why are you so curious about something on the other side of the world?
I have my reasons. Between the two of us, thank you for helping Yatsli reach that vase. Maybe it seems like nothing to you, but to her it's everything. When you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, it's outrageous that we build so high off the ground.
Take it the two of you are close.
She's very special to me. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsli stands as tall as a mountain. One of these days she's going to change the world, shake things up. And I'll be at her side, grinning like a fool. Anyway, thanks again.
Alright.
Next time.
You done? You done? You done? Oh, I can go cooking! Recipes. Grenade. Yeah, okay.
Kai, have you ever met a marine godlike? One of Andra's children?
Ngati's children, as they're called in Deadfire. I've heard stories, but never met one. They're rare everywhere, but revered among the Wana.
I need to get Lee's weapon. This bitch is about to get upgraded. I think.